guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is the first day of Motivational Mondays. So as I said, it's going to be all things like business, entrepreneurship, and all that good stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about how I became a loan signing agent. So that is completely different from being just a notary. So don't get the two mixed up. I know you hear that a lot sometimes in the industry, but you have to be a notary to become a loan signing agent. You also have to take additional steps to become a loan signing agent. So some people just think, oh, I'm a notary, I can become a loan signing agent. That's not accurate. So here are the steps on how I became a loan signing agent. So like I said, it's a little bit over a month since I got my commission. So the lady that did my application surety bond, she notarized it. She was like, oh, so you're becoming a notary? Like, you know, have you taken classes? And we just had small talk. And so she was like, well, I'm actually teaching a course in 2 weeks on October 16th, and I would love for you to attend and join. Here's the information, and I hope to see you. So I looked into her, I researched her company, all that good stuff, and I really liked what I saw. So I signed up for her course. I took it on October 16th. It was $125, and it was the Signing Agent Basics course. So in that course, we got this book. It's like a 2 or 3 inch binder. It's a lot of information in here. Basically in the course, what is taught is how to become a notary, how to fill out documents, different type of documents like a home equity line of credit, a purchase, a will, just different stuff on how to fill it out, because there's certain spaces that a notary has to fill out and then your signers. And so that was really helpful for me. The notary, how to become a notary, wasn't because I had already had my commission. I'm glad I did. I would recommend you become a notary first before taking additional courses, just because some of the tips she gave, it was additional money that I didn't have to spend, and so, you know, for me it just wasn't beneficial. And I think had I not had my commission, I would have been a little bit confused. So that part was, you know, interesting, but I was able to help the other 2 ladies in my class that weren't notaries at all. I was able to help answer their questions because I had already had my commission. So she also went over supplies, and if you guys see me looking down, I have my notes so I don't miss anything for you. She also went over supplies you may or may not need. That is going to be the next video that I make next week for you guys. So after that, she said to go ahead on the NNA website if you're serious about it. She told me the next step. So the next step is to go to the nationalnotary.org, or as people call it, the NNA. So she stated, which is I think pretty spot on, most signing companies, when you sign up for them, or like title companies, they're going to ask, are you NNA certified? I think that is just like the holy grail and like the toppest form, the highest form of a company in which you can be certified through. So I'll post a picture of my notary profile and the link down below if you want to have me notarize your documents. So basically you go on there, and she told us to pick the $70 package just because the stuff that comes with the other 2 packages, it's not worth it. It's kind of a money grab, and it just kind of takes your money for no reason. So I chose the $70 package. I have learned so far in this month, find out where you can and where you can't cut corners. That was one where I could, but there are certain investments that you're just gonna have to make that you just have to suck it up. So I chose the $70 package. So that covers your exam and your background check. So your background check, they're going to send you an email. Once you pay for it and all that good stuff, they're going to send you an email prompt. And so you go in there, you follow everything, and they run your background. It's a 10-year, very extensive background check. They check like a whole bunch of stuff. And so it says it can take a few days, up to like a week, I think. Mine came back in 24 hours. Of course, it was clean. And then also you have immediate access to take your exam. So your exam is questions about being a loan signing agent. So in our class, we kind of went over practice questions and stuff. So I was ready to take my exam. You have to have an 80% or higher to pass. I think I made a 91. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's very straightforward, and it was quick. So within like a matter of 2 days, I became a loan signing agent. So next, you're going to want to then fill out, go on your NNA profile, and it's going to say NNA certified, the date your background check came back. You're going to want to fill out everything on your profile as much as possible. Some of the stuff you may not know, like an RON, which is remote online notarization. If you don't know it, don't put it, because signing agents will hold you or signing companies will hold you to that. So if you don't know it, don't put it or check it, but put your hours of operation. So like, are you available 8 to 4, 8 to 5? Are you 24/7? You know, just fill out as much information as possible. You're then going to want to go to the NNA and just make sure that your profile is accurate. So they give you a link, like I stated before, they give you a link. So you're just gonna wanna go to it's like for you, your own personalized URL page. And you're just gonna wanna go and you basically see what a signing company or a title company would see. Or anybody that searches your name for notaries on that site, what they're gonna see. And just make sure that it looks presentable and professional and is accurate to you. Once you do that, you're gonna then wanna order your supplies. This is where the money comes in. So there's going to be a whole video next week about supplies, cost, all that good stuff. Now, supplies can vary on what you choose to purchase and not, but the main supplies you're going to want to get is a dual tray printer. You're going to want to get paper, legal and letter size paper. You're going to want to get just an array of supplies. Do not sign up for signing agencies or with title companies until you have all of your supplies. Because signing agencies are going to start, depending on, like, I got my first text within like a week and a half of me getting my loan signing agent license, and I had to turn them down. I had already started signing up and then I got the notifications, but I didn't have my printer. I had already ordered it, but I was waiting for it to get here. After so many, when you decline them, they will blacklist you or not send you notifications because you keep declining them. So my strongest piece of advice is to just wait until you have every single thing. I have a bag, which I'll go ahead and preview for you guys. So this is my notary bag, in which I will go into detail about what is in here next week. I have my printer. I'm waiting on my scanner, so by the time I make the video, it will be here. I bought one and it didn't work out for what I needed, so I exchanged it and bought another one. But you just want to make sure you have all of your supplies, like every single last one, for it to do with signing. Next, you're then going to want to sign up for signing agency platforms. So I signed up for, I think maybe 20 or 30. Some people will tell you to sign up for 100 plus. I just haven't yet. Also, it takes a lot of these moving parts. I'm also making this into a business, so there's additional steps that I took. Just becoming a basic loan signing agent, you don't have to take those, which I will go into video after next. But I just haven't had the time to sign up for that many agencies. But they're gonna start sending you text messages, and so you just go in there and you just hit accept or not. They'll either assign the signing to you or not. They will also let you know like they gave it to another notary. So there's different agencies on which you can sign up for, and every agency is different. So some you do everything online, some you have to print out the application and send it to an email and then they approve you. It's a whole process in that. So also next, what you're gonna wanna do, I would even say go back a step. All your documents you're going to want to save individually and separately. So you need to have saved your background check, your commission, which is your notary license, your driver's license, just the front worked for me, your E&O insurance policy. Like I said, I have a minimum of $25,000, but eventually as my business grows, I will increase that. Your W-9. So on your W-9, you will have to put your name, your address, your either personal social security or your EIN. Now, as I said, I'm making this into a business, so there was additional steps that I took to get an EIN, which I will explain on another video. And also I got a PO box. So that way, because what I found is I didn't want a whole bunch of signing agencies have my personal address or my personal social security number. So I'll go into that video after next when I go into, I'm gonna make a video again also about how to make this into a business. And these are the steps I've learned. Your NNA certified letter, or you can screenshot your NNA profile as well to show them, and also save the link in your bookmarks. Next, you're gonna save a professional looking picture of yourself. So like from like here up, and however you present yourself, but just not vulgar tattoos, not like just looking not your best. You just want to make sure that you look like you want to look like you would hire you, basically. And then lastly, your surety bond. So 100% of the signing companies that I signed up for, they ask for all of those documents, and you have to upload them separately. Signing up for the signing agencies is really time consuming, but it's just what you have to do. Next, I signed up for Notary Gadget. So I did a lot of research on how to track and things like that. As I said, I'm making this into a business, and so Notary Gadget just worked for me, and I really like the service they provide. So your first 15 signings, the service is free. After that, you pay $9.95 a month or $99.95 a year. And so basically Notary Gadget like tracks like your fee, like how much you're going to get paid for that signing, the location, the mileage, just a whole bunch of different stuff. It's also really beneficial for your CPA or your accountant at the end of the quarter when it's time to file your taxes. So I signed up for that. That's what I'll be using in the future, and we'll keep going. I'm looking at QuickBooks, but right now Notary Gadget works for me. And then lastly, you're going to want to set up a professional style voicemail. So for me, I have 2 phones, as I stated. I'm going to be upgrading this phone later in the year. I just don't like how small it is, and then I just see like little things I don't like with the phone. So I'll be upgrading it at the top of the year after Christmas. And so for me, I just personally, it's really worked out. I don't know why I didn't have a second phone even before I became an entrepreneur. It just really like separates stuff. So like dentist, my orthodontist, my OBGYN, everything except Nala's stuff. So her daycare and her pediatrician have my personal phone number, just because I have that phone with me at all times. I'm still getting used to having 2 phones. So there are times when I will leave the house and I don't have my business phone, but I have learned very quickly to always have it with me now, because that's how I get my signings. And so I've learned quickly. But if I'm running to go get some lunch, I have that. So everything else, it is for my business phone number. And so if you have anything you want to contact me about for my social medias, that phone number is on there. If it's a client, like I have my first signing tomorrow, he called me back on Friday with a question. He calls me on that. It just cuts down on people having such direct access to you, because if I don't want to deal with a customer or a client, you're not hitting me up on my personal phone number. So just set up something in mine. I believe I put like my name. I'm a notary public and loan signing agent. You know, here's my callback number. Let me know what type of signing you're looking for, and I'll get back with you shortly, or whatever the case may be. I've also told on there, I think, to text me. So that's really it on how to become a basic loan signing agent. Next, I'll be making a video about supplies and all that jazz, because it is a whole lot. Becoming a loan signing agent is not cheap. I will put, so far, I'll put in the comments of how much I've spent. So up until then, I'm going to be putting calculations of how to just become a loan signing agent. After you become a loan signing agent and you get your certification from the NNA, that's where like the money starts just piling in, really. And then if you're going to make this into a business, that's a whole separate thing. So getting an LLC, getting a business bank account, a business credit card, just a whole bunch of things, a PO box. It's just cost after cost after cost. But I know it's going to pay off in the future, so I'm just investing in myself and my business. But if you have any questions or comments or concerns, just comment down below. Of course, follow me on all my social media accounts. And thank you for watching again, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye!